We're not feeding the babies we have. Why does the government want more? We're not feeding the babies we have. Why does the government want more? I know you're thinking, what's your statistic? Where's your proof that we're not feeding the babies we have? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that my toddler's daycare just opened a food bank in the fucking lobby. My toddler's daycare just opened a food bank in the fucking lobby because his classmates might not be able to eat. We got the government. Who's in charge of SNAP benefits? The government that's in charge of food. The government that decides where our fucking money is going to go is going to give $40 billion to Argentina. They're going to build a fucking ballroom to have big old gilded dances. They're going to send how much fucking money for missiles. But the babies we already got, we're not going to fucking feed. We already don't feed the babies. And the government's out here saying we're under-babied. We're not under-babied. We're underpaid. You want more babies? Fucking pay us. Give us the money to feed our fucking kids. Could you try that? Could you think that one through? Could you pull up one Excel spreadsheet that says pay the moms and dads and they'll fuck more? Who wants to fuck right now with these bills? Who wants to, huh? Who wants to nut and have it count? Right now, when any moment your fucking job can be taken by AI, or because of some fucking tariff, because some psychopath from the Epstein plane decides on a willy-nilly whim that he's mad at Canada or some shit. Over and over again, I keep getting told, it's our fault. It's our fault that America's this way. Well, it's real fucking crazy. When I look at this government, with how much fucking money they make, and how many fucking vacations they get to use, tell me how we don't get paid family leave. Tell me how the minimum wage at $7.25 just makes just enough sense. Have Dr. Oz of all fucking people stand next to RFK Jr. telling us that we're under-babied and we need to do work. Fuck you. Do your job. Not feed.
To me, the only logical response to the government canceling SNAP benefits is for Americans to cancel the holiday season. Close the wallets. Close the wallets. You don't need to buy a turkey. You've had turkeys for the last how many years? You're good to skip a year. Black Friday hasn't Black Friday and I don't know how long. The deals suck. You don't need a new flat screen. You already got one from last year. Your kids have tablets. They have toys. They have electronics. They'll be good to miss out on 1 year. They'll be okay. Close the wallets. Cot boy. You know? We shouldn't be spending any money then. It makes no sense for, in response to the government taking food off people's tables, for us to then open our wallets and continue the economy as if nothing is wrong. It's time for a cop boy of the holiday season. The time of year where corporations make the most money. Yeah, shut it down. Close the wallets.
This fall,
Card declined.
the system we rely on just went silent.
Something's wrong with the car. It ain't working nowhere.
EBT funds are gone.
They cut us off.
When the help stops, people stop caring.
We ain't got nothing left. They put no money on it. None. You hear me? It's empty.
One voice will spread the fear,
They cut it off. Tell everybody.
and a city will burn with hunger.
Yeah. Shalom. I want to start this off by giving honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Kodash. Peace and salutations to the elect men of Israel, starting with the elder apostles and bishops, on down to the rescue brothers and the brothers that I labor with, who all push forth the will and doctrine of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, in all faith, truth, and sincerity, according to the true understanding of the scriptures. To all of you, I say shalom. So, just a few videos I've seen. Right. And, these are a few videos I've seen after, our Saturday class where we had went into, this topic, of the SNAP benefits, being taken away from citizens of America, but and how it's gonna affect more specifically you Jakes out there. A lot of Eves, a lot of our women, they gonna be jacked up, and you can see it's affecting everybody, But you can see like with this last video I just played, how they going on to make a mockery, because this is a thing that they doing now on social media, where they using AI to make parody movie trailers, about real life events, like real shit, and it just further show us to be a laughing stock. But this is all happening, one, because the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked, and the wicked is Esau, Edom, starting with the wicked elite of Esau, Edom, and with it being Esau, Edom, we already know he's looking to be completely against us, just as Satan is looking to be completely against us, right? He wants to see you fail, right? Satan's job is to kill, steal, and destroy. And you see those three things have been played out by Esau, Edom, all throughout the years, from generation to generation. All you've been seeing him do is steal, kill, and destroy, right? So this is just another ploy of him going on to further do that. But yet our people cleave to him as if he is savior. And that's going to be your detriment. That's going to be your downfall, right? So I'm going to just jump into a few scriptures and Lord willing, this be edifying, because you see people rationalizing what they trying to do. You see that the spirits is ramping up, right? And all this is going to lead to what's being what was written in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. And that was something that we had went into, Saturday class as well, which I'm going to get, just to add to this point. But starting here, this is Isaiah 30, verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." Right? And the state of our people, they don't really know the Lord. They don't know who they truly are. They don't understand the standard that they supposed to be held to, that they supposed to uphold, right? They don't understand that you constantly give into your flesh, you constantly choosing to just do how you want, do as thou wilt, and just take the easy way out, right? You looking to just say that you believe, but just do whatever the hell you want to do, versus actually and truly obeying Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, right? The true Lord and the true Messiah, the almighty power, right? And his only begotten son. You choose to cleave to serve Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and the depictions and images that he's put up and slandered and, painted over in regards to the truth, the reality of the matter, which is, the Lord and Yahweh Shai don't love everybody. He got favorites, right? He also brings forth vengeance. He's the one that kills and he's the one that makes alive. He wounds and he heals, This is all a part of the Lord's story that he wrote or has written, And because of our people falling away from this, they've fallen into the curses, right? So much to the point to where now they've had that yoke of iron on them mentally, to where now they mentally destroyed, to where you don't even see it being physically, but yet you now starting to see it manifest in the physical in a whole new way, you know. Which is you fell for the catch 22, you know. Satan ass was selling you snake oil like it wasn't poison, and you drank of this shit. Now this is the aftermath, you know. It says that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth. You see? And it says in the NLT, for without consulting me, you have gone down to Egypt for help. You see? So you looking to seek help from Pharaoh, from the ruler of this place, but the ruler of this place is completely against you. He sells all kinds of shit as snares and traps to get our people and destroy them, you know, mentally and physically. But our people so caught up in their sin, so caught up in not truly dealing with the Lord, that they not gonna get it till it's already on top of them, devouring them, fucking them up. It says, continue back in the KJV. It says to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. You see? And it says, verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. You see, the Lord, he's not the author of confusion. But you wouldn't know that if you just so caught up in, and you were so caught up in just doing what you want to do, being so caught up in this world, being so caught up in smooth words, you know what I'm saying? Things that sound good, that feel good. You just being caught up in your flesh, you know, simply put, you living after your flesh and allowing your wickedness is to be, you know, outward, you know. It's a big thing within our community that our people don't take no fucking accountability, especially our women, which is why it's gonna hit our women the worst. You know, all these single mothers looking to try to you know, get food for their babies and all these different benefits, all while destroying the household and how it's supposed to be set up according to the Lord. You know, this is your confusion. You thought this was how life was supposed to be, but now the Lord coming on to show you this ain't it. Because it's not of him. It's not of his spirit. It's not what he has established and set up for our people to uphold as a standard. You know? Our people all over the place. And all the bullshit that they've been eating and getting into just only adding more demons on them. To where shit just gonna be chaotic. You know? But jumping to verse 5, it says, they were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be a help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach. You see? And that's what you gonna get in this world, trusting in the shadow of Egypt. Right? It says in the NLT for verse 5, all who trust in him will be ashamed. You see? So that's a fact in regards to that's what's going to happen. And you see it happening. It says he will not help you because this man is set up against you. Instead, he will disgrace you. Right? And how do we know that he against us? Because the curse that applies to this show you this is the position that you're going to be in. Deuteronomy 28:48. It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. You see? Hunger, thirst. You know, those are that's what this SNAP benefits is. You got to go to him for all this shit. Not only is it that you not making enough to be able to provide for your kids in regards to food and water, right? But now he got you hooked on this, thinking like this is something that you could just continue to rely on. And yeah, it has its benefits, right? But you put all your trust in this versus in the Lord, you know, to where you don't even understand how the Lord work and how the things that seem impossible, he make possible. You know, our people have fallen so far away that they don't even see or understand how the Lord has the ability to be able to take care of those who truly trust in him, and how he will take care of those who truly trust in him. You know? But it says, and in one of all things, he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. You see? And all of our people, we working and serving another nation, another people. And that people specifically for those that own the businesses, own the the plazas, the suites, you know what I'm saying, in certain locations, for those that, you know, say that they got their own gig or own business and things like that, right? Nonetheless, everything that you have to get, the certificates, the licenses, all these different things, it all stem from one specific root, you know, Esau Edom and his wicked decrees, right? His wicked laws, framing mischief through, you know what I'm saying, through laws. That's what he known for. That's what he do. He break covenants. That's what he known for. That's what he do. So our people not knowing this and just putting their full trust in him, now you further playing out this curse, you know, because you turned away from the Lord. And that's the spirit too, because verse 50 says, I'm going to read through. It says, the Lord shall bring, starting at 49, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, right? And that's America, you know. It says, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. We wasn't speaking English, you know. That's the bastard's language. That was a language of a nation that was from far, that came and oppressed us, took us into captivity, you know. It says, a nation, verse 50, this is what I was looking at. It says, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard a person of the old, nor shew favor to the young. So it don't matter if you old or young. He not gonna show favor or show, you know, pity to any of them. He don't respect us. He don't care for us. He looking to destroy us. You know, Esau said that in regards to his brother. When the days of our father end, then will I kill my brother Jacob. Roughly paraphrasing that, you know. So he been on the craziest streak in regards to afflicting our people, so much to the point to where the Lord said he forwarded the affliction, you know. So jumping back to the Isaiah 30, right? Isaiah 30:7, it says, for the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. You see? Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. So everything that they going on to do is in vain and to no purpose. It's not gonna help you. You know, what you think is good for a moment, you know, and especially the trace of Jake. Jake take things for granted, you know. And that's a spirit that, you got to break out of, truly following the Lord, not taking advantage of things. The Lord is looking to build discipline, build up strength, right? And that come through refraining from the world in regards to not abusing it, using it, being within the world, but keeping yourself from the evils thereof, which is you not abusing it, because you go on to abuse it. Now you going off. Now that's the evils. You allowing the evil of this world to take hold of you. It's like the saying, sin feels like freedom until you try to stop. Now this has rule over you, to where when you try to stop, you can't. It's hard, because you've leaned so much on this thing, and specifically Pharaoh and the things of this world set up by Pharaoh, to where when he take this shit away abruptly, you ain't got shit. He the founding piece. You take the foundation out of a house, is gone. It ain't gonna stand. But the whole time it's just been a trap. And this what our people get for going the hell off. And a part of this world, being a pharaoh of Egypt, the shadow of Egypt, is the work that you do is never enough. Haggai 1:6, it says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little." You see, ye eat but have not enough. It says, "Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes." You see? So the amount that you putting out, you're not getting that same amount or more coming back in. And this is the world that we are part of. This is the world that our people choose to be invested in. This is the world our people chose to be ruled by. If you will, our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, and they choosing to. They choosing to be ignorant. They choosing to not cleave to the Lord truly, because they want to continue to keep doing what the hell they want to do. And Satan and his damn devil just further play on that constantly, And that's what we gotta break. That's the curse that we have to part ways from. Not falling into that, because you get caught up with this, especially in the days that we getting into. Come November 1st, right? You don't know what's gonna happen. A whole lot of hell could break loose, and just might, And that's what you see here, Not bringing this out. We brought this out Saturday, 2 Ezra 15 and verse 19. Or I'm gonna start at 18. It says, "For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled." It says, "The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." You see, that go for physical food, right? That go for money. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the things that's held to be valuable gonna be slim to none. Ain't nobody gonna be able to take care of themselves, be able to take care of their houses. So and on top of that, with our people eating bullshit and everybody else eating bullshit and never cleansing their bodies, you know what I'm saying? Of all the wicked bacteria that they constantly put in their body, to where they got all kinds of parasites and demons on them, right? It's only going to, it's basically just adding lighter fluid to a flame. You know what I'm saying? Adding a spark to some gas. Where it's just gonna it's just gonna overflow, you know, spill over. But those gonna be all those spirits created for vengeance. To where the Lord is gonna have his words manifest, play out. This is something that you actually gonna see. When people don't got shit and ain't able to get shit, where do you think they gonna go? They gonna start going door to door, busting in, trying to get what they can get. And a whole lot of people gonna either succeed or fail, right? Succeed in regards busting in, shooting up the place, or failing by trying to bust in and getting shot about the place. It's just gonna get crazy, right? And then the other verse we had got was verse 57 in this second is 15 and 57. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. You see? So it's about to get bad, right? You see in the last video I played, it's showing the Eve with the bonnet on, basically Big Shirley cursed, the mess out in regards to her having the curses all over her. You can see it. She clutching to her, her kid and shit, where she ain't got nothing, and you definitely gonna see that, especially in the days that's coming, right? You gonna have that famine. You gonna have the plagues, right? It's gonna be a famine of food, including a famine of the word. So this the time to be getting filled and built up, nourished with the Lord's word while you can. Speaking to myself first and foremost, and to everyone else that's listening. This the time to seek the Lord 10 times more. Right? Where is it? Brute 4:28, I think it is. Yep. Brute 4:28. For as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. You see? This the time to be looking to repent and looking to put your trust in the Lord. Now, while you still got your footing, our issue with Jake is Jake don't care to give thanks and praise the Lord, worship the Lord, and follow after him and obey him until it's a moment where the Lord gotta fuck him up and judge him. Judge yourself now, discipline yourself now while you can, so that way you already built up for when things to come. Do hit and you able to be in good standing. Because you already trust in the Lord. And the Lord, he going to protect you. You read that in Isaiah 26, 3rd and 4th verse. So that's basically it. Right? Let me see if it'll... Yes. The dimmer. So with that, I'm going to give honor and praise and glory to Yahweh. Bashim Yahweh Shai. Wahawah Kakwadash. Lo, and this be edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.